Right. Okay. Let's
Right.
get into this. Chapter 3.
Okay. I was still pretty shook up from the last level when I started Trance. Trance's map music did nothing to ease attention. It didn't sound anything like Trance.
Ah.
It sounded like someone opening a packet of crisps when they fucking shouldn't.
That was biscuits. It wasn't even crisps.
It's just me moving in them.
What?
It sounded like someone moving most no.
What?
Your mic is going funny.
You picked a great time to robot there.
As for how to describe it, have you ever heard the theme from Videodrome? No? Me neither. That's the closest thing I can think of to compare it to. I checked it to see the new monster was, and it was Orga, Godzilla's grandmother, from 1948. A monster who didn't make his film debut until 2000, appearing in a game made in 1988? So much for my theories about Titanosaurus and Biollante. There's no way this game was made in 1988.
It's obviously some kind of ROM hack.
Those guys at Toho may be smart, but I'm sure they couldn't see that far into the future. If they could, they never would have gave Roland Emmerich the rights to make a Godzilla movie.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah! No. This had to be a hack of some kind. Which just opened up even more questions. Who made this hack? When? How?
It was me!
Why did you use fucking make this hack?
Which one of you made a ROM hack and didn't finish it?
Does somebody not know how to make a ROM hack and not make it have fucking paranormal monsters in it?
As weird red things that fuck with your eyes.
Who made this hack? When? How? Space question mark. And most importantly, why? The why was the question that bothered me most. My immediate assumption was to think, Billy did this to pull a joke on me. Fucking Billy.
Oh yes, he did have that degree in NES computing from 1982.
But that couldn't be right either. Billy didn't know how to make a ROM hack. And if he did, he'd probably just do something simple and stupid like replacing all the monsters with crudely drawn genitalia.
Better, tell you what, better creepypasta.
Unless Billy had amazing game editing skills and a serious dark streak to his imagination that he never told me about, he couldn't have made this. Is it even possible to put a hacked ROM into a cartridge? Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Aside from all that, my eye was drawn to a new icon on the map. A question mark. I was really curious as to what it did.
Second prize in a beauty contest. You win 10 points.
It looks almost exactly the same as the question mark in our old questions videos as well.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you're also
for you, the viewer. Part 7 coming soon.
So I'll explain the quiz levels now, since this was when they started appearing. There was one of these per map from here on, and they always appear near the start of the map. When you start on a quiz level, you appear on a screen like this.
Aww.
The face.
Do you like dogs? Tell me.
What did you call him? What did you call it?
Dave.
As you can see, there's a question at the top, a yes and a no button, and an emoticon in the center. I refer to the emoticon as face. Real creative, I know. And for convenience, I'll refer to face as the one asking the questions. The music for the quiz levels is a track actually in the game. It's the one that plays when you try to use the GH1D0RA cheat and get sent to an unplayable level.
Oh.
Face asks you 12 yes or no questions, and you move your monster to the buttons for your answer. When you answer, the question disappears and Face changes questions for about 8 seconds. Fucking, these must last ages!
Fucking breaking out his stopwatch again.
Yeah, the thing about these creepypasta writers is they have no concept of time. They're like, oh yeah, this is only on the screen for about 30 seconds. It's just like, oh. Then he goes back to neutral. Yeah. Then he goes back to neutral and a new question comes up. There was no time limit, nor any right or wrong answers.
I suppose
Face has no respect for the player's personal boundaries, and will sometimes ask deeply disturbing and personal questions. For example, oh god, do you like hurting people? Have you ever killed or raped anyone? Have you been molested by a family member?
Well...
Like, did he really have to put that in his fucking story.
Uh,
Really?
Paul, this is an actual thing that happened.
Other times he would ask questions that were either mind-numbingly stupid, is the sun hot, is water wet, or just flat out ridiculous. Does your dog like the president? He's spoiled questions. And maybe
Yes,
once
my dog
per...
is a Republican.
And maybe once per quiz, Base would ask you a question about the... With one exception, Base's expression changes seem to have no effect on the game, except for indicating what the game creator thought of your answer. His reactions rarely made any sense, and at first I thought they were randomly generated. Is anyone tired of the music yet? I am. The questions never followed a pattern. Base never stayed on the same subject for more than 2 questions. Early on, there were questions that made me think Base was building up to something, only to then ask some stupid garbage. Here are the expressions of Base that I saw while playing. I'll separate them into 2 categories.
Just post some pictures, you fuck.
The expressions I understood and the expressions I didn't.
Okay.
First are the expressions I understood.
Oh, there's pictures.
Yeah. 1. Neutral. 2. Angry.
I like 5.
If you try to attack Face, this expression changes.
Number 2 looks like he's getting
Nothing else
teabagged.
He looks fucking pissed, number 2, like. Yeah. Number 3. Sad. Number 4. Happy. Number 5. Sick. Number 6. Maniacal. Face made this expression when he was being an asshole. You'll see what I mean later. Number 7.
Wait, these are the ones he does understand, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
7. Surprised. Number 8. Love. Number 9. Annoyed. Number 10. Confused. Number 11. Guilty/hurt.
These are Thomas the Tank Engines.
Thomas felt very angry, so he turned red.
Thomas had never heard such bullshit before.
And here are the other.
What the fuck?
One's like, I could take a shot at some of these. Number 1's
I'm loving
like
the Arnold
disgust.
Schwarzenegger expression in the bottom right.
Yeah. Number
Face was
number 2 is Easter Island.
Handsome.
Number 3 is
Old.
oh, well, I think we all know what number 3 is. Number 4 is smoking a cigarette when you're a robot. Everyone knows that feeling. Number 5 is confused and maybe slightly horny, but also disgusted. 6 is
Cyclops.
yeah, it's a Cyclops, which again we've all felt. 7 is when you're upside
Concussed.
down, when you're in Australia.
Yeah, we're Australian, yeah.
8 is
When you're a
when
rabbit.
you're at the dentist.
When you're a
9
9
is
is
stranger.
ninja.
9 is a
9 is
ninja.
ninja.
10
is
is
clown.
10 is when you're the Joker. 11 is when you
Oh,
fall
fuck.
asleep, and 12 is when you're Arnold. Yeah.
Do you live in a society?
Yeah.
Answer, yeah.
10 is when you live in a society.
Anyway, 2 of these only appeared once, numbers 1 and 12, and I suspect that they might have been in-jokes from the creator. The respective questions were, do you like ice cream, and are you a tough guy? As for the questions in the first quiz, luckily I had a notepad and pen handy. I have problems remembering things, so I often carry one around to jot things down, and sometimes I doodle in it when I'm bored. See, the amount of fucking mental gymnastics these story authors go through to make their thing seem legitimate. Anyway, so when the first quiz started, I thought I'd record what happened. I'm glad I did. Here are the first series of questions, my answers, and Face's reaction.
Okay.
Do you like the game? Yes.
Oh,
Are you afraid? Yes.
yes.
Are you over 18? Yes. That made him horny.
Oh,
Confused.
no.
Disgusted.
Yes. Do birds have teeth? No.
Ah.
I love that birds don't have teeth. Is peanut butter good? No.
Yeah, I agree.
Does the moon rotate? Yes.
That's not
Right,
true.
okay.
It doesn't. It's tidally locked to the Earth.
Oh well, it's cool an idiot. He often forgets things and has to jot things down, remember? Have you had a job? Yes. Why are you playing this fucking game? Do you like hurting people?
This is his job.
Do you like hurting people? No.
Aw, I'd be annoyed too.
Is the sun hot? Yes.
That wasn't one of the faces.
No! No!
Can't believe the sun's hot. Do you like dogs? Yes.
Hey.
Is the president good? Mind,
No.
this was Barack Obama when the story was written. Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Maybe it was Bill Clinton.
Yeah, that's that. Well, you know, the game was released when. Oh no, it wasn't.
That's when Reagan was president, wasn't it? Or,
Yeah.
or first.
Yeah,
Bush.
that's an accurate depiction of what Ronald Reagan looks like.
Okay. Does your dog like the president? No. Now that I've explained all that, time for the gameplay. After the quiz level, I tried the new green temple icon first.
That's weird. I'm just happy the music
Oh, just having a walk through the wind. The green
It looks like the
temple.
background of a fucking Yumi Nikki level.
So you mean an entire Yumi Nikki level?
Yeah, if you look really closely, you can see Madatsuki walking like very slowly in one of the faces. Anyway, wow, maybe this is why the game was so weird. One of the designers was clearly drugged out of his mind. Jokes aside, haha, nice joke there, author. I was quite impressed by the graphics of this level, as disorienting as they were. But I hate those creepy blank staring statue faces. The music had a hypnotic Indian techno vibe to it.
That's such a specific genre. Ooh.
There were two new enemies in this level. A flying ghost type thing with a trunk, and a bat with a horse skull for a face. They appear at random, but I was lucky to get a screen cap of them both.
Oh, you got a screen cap of Godzilla jumping for joy. Yay.
I'm really happy that I get to meet both of you at once.
Ooh,
Your skull is really nice. Then I proceeded to a Blue Mountain level, expecting another nice, calm stroll. I took my time walking through, and was completely taken by surprise when this happened. Hey Godzilla, my diet's still working!
Hey!
Hey man, how you
Get
doing?
those buttons in shape.
Not Mogera came speeding towards me and took off quite a bit of health with his tentacle screws.
Is that what they are?
Oh no.
I think you're
Clearly.
just like pointing at them.
Yeah. It only took me 2 minutes to kill him without having to worry about a time limit, but the boss monsters never showed up in the scrolling levels in the normal game. And this is clearly still the normal game.
Yeah, you still like, well, I think I'm beginning to understand that this is not the normal Godzilla game that I have grown to love. It's like, did you not see that red thing?
He's in the moon just now, look.
When
I
you
was
wish
worried-
upon a star.
When you wish upon a star. That's another jump scare, by the way.
Yeah.
You forgot to warn him about the jump scare.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was worried as to what other rules this game would break. After another Blue Mountain stage, it was time to fight Not Varan, whose replacement was one of the things in the game.
It's backwards giraffe man.
He's also got like a turtle shell, like a spiny turtle shell as well.
With an
And he's
ostrich face.
purple. Yeah. This is the Steven monster of the game because he's magenta.
Oh good. You just really captured
This-
my essence there, hasn't it?
Yeah, it gets even better.
I like how it's tall.
This strange creature attacks you by kicking, and also opening up his chest and firing missiles. I still don't get it.
My favorite fucking character. I like this guy.
Amazing.
Oh, you're gonna see an even better monster shortly. The missiles were sometimes a pain to deal with, but I whipped them out of the way.
But what?
But what?
Tail whip them.
Oh, right.
That's amazing. Just that mental image that he won't show us. He didn't write that. He didn't draw that. Not Varan was probably the easiest of the monster replacements. Ah, burn, Stephen.
Aw.
The same could not be said for Not Hedora.
Oh, wait, no.
Apparently the source of the horse bat,
the
Not
fucking
Hedora was
basilisk.
the most aggravatingly difficult monster to fight yet. Mostly because of his special ability. He could shriek and summon a small spat things. I know there's only... Every time he did this, about 10 would arrive. I just couldn't be bothered drawing all 10 of them. The AI took advantage of the distraction and attacked twice as fast while the horse bats were flying around. This is a NES game. I don't think AI is that advanced yet.
Paul, Haunted. Haunted
More
tech.
than a NES game.
Haunted. Haunted also means its processing power is faster as well.
Yeah, Haunted means well
It can do
designed.
fucking machine learning as well.
Its processing power is so fast, it's scary.
And seeing as this is like 2008 or something, its processing power was over.
Literally every time you're about to do the punchline, you cut out.
Fuck off.
Check your audio
The
settings.
internet is deciding for me that my jokes are terrible.
Because
You're
it's
being
2008.
censored by your yeah, because it's 2008.
I thought you were laughing at the joke.
No.
Every time
Paul
it
was
happens,
like, "Oh, finally they laughed at one of my jokes."
I always make a joke, and then I hear all you guys going, "Oh, that was really funny that your audio cut out." I was like, "Oh, fuck." Okay. Because this is 2008, its processing power is over 9,000. That's the joke. Exactly. Shit.
Yeah,
Once that annoyance was over
that's
with,
what our reaction would have been.
once that annoyance was over with, I went through a green temple level to kill some enemies to restore my health. Interestingly, none of the horse bats showed up after Not Hedora was killed. And that was when I got an idea.
What if I turned off the game and went outside?
I turned off the game, went outside, and Godzilla was there.
Hi, friend.
Hello. I
Why
keep,
are-
like
I
the
keep
game?
getting chased by the monster from the previous level, from Jeremy.
Yeah, see, I'm here too.
And that was when I got an idea. If killing all the monsters makes the red face show up, what would happen if I avoided fighting Orga and go straight to the base? So I gave that a try.
Oh. The
The
monster.
game told
is
me there
you.
was no monster there when I tried to start the base level. And immediately afterward, the game took control of my Godzilla piece and moved it in front of Orga.
Fucking do
Fight
it right.
Orga, please. My little trick didn't work, so I had to prepare myself for another chase. But first, I had to beat Orga. The fight with Orga confirmed another thing. Whoever created this game hack was clearly a Godzilla fan. Not only because they picked a monster like Orga, but because they actually implemented something that happened in Godzilla 2000 in a really neat way.
There.
Yeah, he just goes on and on about. He loves talking about monsters.
He loves Tom.
Orga's primary attacks were upon his shoulder cavity. Into half his health, he did something new. Try to bore you.
What?
He would expand his jaws and try to swallow Godzilla, in the process stealing your health and energy. This was clearly the worst part, and not the part that I was being eaten by a giant turtle alien. But in doing so, he gave himself a new weakness. Firing a heat beam into his mouth would take a devastating 4 bars off his life meter.
My God.
And if you've never played this game, you'll objectively not know how good or bad that is.
Yeah, he needs to do a bit. He needs to do a bit more explaining about how this game works. So he was like just saying like a paragraph or two ago, "I killed monsters to get health back." It's like, what? You can do
Yeah,
that?
yeah. He spends all his time explaining. Oh, this new game mechanic that he put in was really cool because it was what happened in a film that I and no one else saw. That's
Yeah,
it.
me and 4 guys in Tokyo saw it.
Anyway, yes. Oh, thank you.
Try to sound more angry, Paul.
Please tell me
Giving
Paul's
me
getting...
she's giving me a million apples again.
Or do you... Oh, for fuck.
It's fine. I'll eat them in the break. I'll eat them in the break.
Okay.
With
Godzilla
that
opened
weakness
his mouth.
revealed,
Ah, fuck, it's back.
with that weakness revealed, I soon beat. Despite how much I'd hoped otherwise, the
This one
red
doesn't
base
fuck with my
appeared on
head
the
as
map where the base was, and the music stopped.
No, that one doesn't fuck with my head as much as the other one did.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the blue then. Maybe the blue.
Might be red on blue, yeah, so I'm fucking causing that to happen.
Made myself as best as I could. I started the level, and seeing that it was basically the same as the first, I didn't waste a millisecond before I started hauling ass.
Time to speedrun it. He's gonna eat the floor.
Oh! I soon encountered obstacles in the form of the ground tile suspended in the air. Most of them you could jump over or destroy, others you had to crouch under. About 40 seconds into it, like
40 seconds.
NES game. Processing power must this haunted cartridge have? Like, I know it's haunted, but even then there's limits, surely. Anyway.
Jeez, we've got to stay within the practical logistics of a haunted cartridge, like.
Maybe it's Paul, you don't understand. Let me tell it to you in a technical way. It's transferring its haunted phantasm power into his NES and boosting its capabilities. Duh.
Oh, that's good. Why doesn't everyone have? Why don't we harness the power of haunted cartridges?
Because this is what happens. You get this thing.
Oh, that's true.
Ah.
Yeah. About 40 seconds.
I'm the devil, see?
Is this a Millennium Bug?
Yeah, oh, it is actually, yeah.
About 40 seconds into it, I heard the horrible bellowing roar and saw the spider beast following close behind me.
Yeah.
Barely slowed it down. It would back up and then charge its way through them, smashing them into bits. And when the smaller obstacles got in its way, it would expand its jaws and swallow them whole.
Lovely.
I was afraid, but with fast thinking and faster button pressing, I escaped it again. I felt really excited. So I laughed and said, "Not this time, asshole."
The laugh overed quickly, though.
I decided to take a screen cap to celebrate. When I said that sentence, just before the level ended, the monster did something that made my blood run cold. It looked at me.
What's up?
Nah.
He always scowls.
I don't like you.
That's a better voice. Can we use that one now? I believe you have my stapler.
It's a droopy dog.
That's why I hunted this cartridge. It's your workmate Jimmy who died. Give me back my stapler. That wave of mortal terror overtook me again, and I sure as hell wasn't laughing anymore. I took another screen cap of the next level title, right before I rushed to the bathroom to splash some water on my face, and to take a piss to contain when that fucking thing looked at me.
Dementia!
This is the story of my dementia. So how are we finding this so far? Is it alright?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Echo.
Sorry,
Fine.
I don't know why.
No, yeah, it's prob.
An echo
it's-
too, but I don't know what's going on.
Is that me? It could
Hold
be
on.
Steven's put his microphone next to his headset or something.
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, his-
I muted
oh,
everyone
yeah.
on my end.
Every...
Steven again! It's been
Sorry.
2 years of recording stuff and Steven still can't fix the fucking
Miss-
whistle.
Seems to have his
Excuse me,
headphones.
Mister. Can't finish a sentence because my fucking microphone keeps cutting out.
Fuck off, I'm not gonna mute my mic now, so fuck you.
I've definitely not had any recording problems during this.
Shut up.
His headphones.
At least,
seem
at least
to
my
be
pro-
really
at least my
loud.
problems aren't ones I can easily identify the issue.
Please, Paul, stop. Thank you. How many apples are there?
L, how many apples are there?
No, that you're.
Ben's asking.
No, I'm asking you how many you have left, so I know.
Oh, they're bits of apple, Ben.
Yeah,
They're bits
email
of
them
apple.
to me then.
They're segments of apple. Picture of the apples.
Caught in a slide.
Nah.
Hello again.
Let me just
I had
check.
to
I'm
hide your
actually.
headphones because they were so loud that we could hear them through the mic.
Even when not here. Oh.
Oh, I can hear myself now.
See,
Fucking
that's his
hell.
headphones. That's just he just held his
Jesus
headphones
Christ.
up to the mic.
Steven, have you gone deaf like in the last year or so?
No, they're not actually that loud.
They're really loud.
See,
They were hanging the whole way over there, and we could hear them.
the headphone volume adjustment thing on my speaker or audio setup is so finicky that when I eventually get it to stop staticking and both fucking sides work, I just leave it alone. So right at the minute it is way too high.
Don't touch
Oh,
it.
okay.
Don't touch it.
I touched it.
Don't touch it!
I touched it!
Stop it!
There, he's aren't slide now. No, it's gone again.
Oh god, he's
There you
broken
go.
it.
It's a potentiometer that needs to be resoldered, that's all.
Hey guys, I come up with this great idea to improve the fucking audio quality by 1 megahertz. Oh no, everything's broken. Sorry.
It's not even, I just want to make everything quieter.
Hey guys, check out this plastic keyboard that you can roll up.
If you want to make your microphone quieter, could I suggest putting a sock over it and then slinging it over a curtain rod?
No, that's not. No, putting a sock over it, covering it with your fucking unwashed clothes, and putting it in the corner of the room, the opposite side from your PC, and then you still get fucking clipping.
Caught in a slide.